opening lap. And Matt Kenseth, the fastest man all weekend here, will lead them to the line for lap 1.
Watch this miles per hour here going down the front straightaway off into turn 1. You just had talked about 200 miles an hour, Darrell. There it is, right at 200, and this is into a race run.
Tony Stewart, the leader. He's out front by 1.2 seconds over Kurt Busch. That stays constant. And here is Stewart, the race leader, coming to pit road at lap 50, right in the middle of the fuel window. Stewart coming in as Jeff Gordon leaves. Greg Biffle will be the new leader. Dick?
And Stewart's car has been very good all day, Mike. They're not going to change anything in the chassis of this car. His gas man, Gooch Patterson, one of the biggest on pit road, 360 pounds, 6'5". He can handle that gas can for sure.
Kyle Busch is in trouble. He's got into the wall. He's cut down a right front tire, and now for debris, the caution has come out. Watch for the 18 coming into frame here.
Yeah, he had a right front tire go down, and slight contact. I don't see a lot of damage to the right side of that car.
Tony Stewart will come in leading this race and just 2 pits away. Greg Biffle, who will pit out of the second position. Neither car needs substantial adjustments. They are both very fast today.
Back under green at lap 106, Tony Stewart in front of Carl Edwards, Greg Biffle, Montoya, and Jeff Gordon.
What I saw on that restart is Carl Edwards in the 99. He tried to anticipate the start by Tony Stewart. Tony didn't go. Then Carl in the 99 had to get back out of the throttle.
And Kyle Busch is aflame down the back straightaway.
All right, caution down.
That car just caught fire.
Straight to the garage.
We got to refigure that fuel opening, guys. As long as I can wait, Greg. That's as long as I can wait, buddy. We got to get a better fuel can. We got to get a better fuel can. This ain't going to work all year long.
Now, it's not the first time I've heard this, and a lot of teams right now have worked diligently to make sure that it does not have any kind of restrictions, whether you turn the vent line inside the trunk or what you necessarily have to do to make it work the best. And right now, I think the big problem is they don't have it figured out, and his car is taking fuel slower than anybody else.
We're green.
Mike, just remember, out on the track you can make up hundreds. In the pits, you can lose seconds. That's huge when you get back on the racetrack.
Problem for Greg
Middle of the back
Biffle.
coast, guys. Middle of the back coast into 3.
Second place car drops down off the banking and coasts toward pit road.
Greg, you need to sit. You need to sit until you got 7, 8 pounds steady on the needle. Too early, we're going to run out down pit road.
Dick, did he run out of gas?
Greg Biffle is out of gas.
Now there's the stop, and there is the fuel probe and receptacle that is so crucial. Now in the vent tube, you see all gas there. They got most of that can in. The 2 cans combined hold more gasoline than the fuel cell does. So that's Sunoco dribbling in. There's the air gurgling up, and that should indicate the car's full. Dick.
The car has stalled twice, Mike. It is running again, though, and it appears as if they've got it full. Struggling getting that engine to run and stay running. What a heartbreak for Biffle, who had a shot to win this thing.
Carnwall turn 2. A hard hit for David Gilliland, who I believe cut down a right front tire.
Terrible timing for what just happened to Greg Biffle.
That car came from the middle of the racetrack hard into the safer barrier near the exit of turn 2.
It blew a right front.
And it didn't give no sign of any tire issues at all. Nothing.
All right, pit road is open. Tony Stewart leads them down. The first to hit their pit will be that 99 of Carl Edwards. Matt.
And Carl Edwards says, I know that the sun has been going in and out, but it seems like the track has been picking up grip. They put tape on the grill 2 stops ago. It helped the balance. He wants more tape this time. That's the only adjustment, Dick.
Well, Tony Stewart's had a good day. Everybody thought the Fords were going to dominate today. Tony Stewart drives a Chevrolet. He's been up front for most of the day.
Here on pit road, did you see that air hose, right? That yellow air hose back here close to the gas man at the back of the car? You see it moving as it starts to come off of pit road. All of a sudden, it's hung, and that's one of the things you can't have happen. All the team members trying to grab it. You cannot take equipment. Looks like he took the air wrench out of the pit box.
There is Harvick. He's served his penalty. So has Tony. Carl Edwards will lead them down to green ahead of Martin Truex. Montoya, Earnhardt, and Menard are your front 5 as we go back to green at lap 268.
They've pretty impressed with that 56 car, finding his way to the front. He's been right there in the top 5 or 6. Jeff Gordon in the wall, turn 4,
Hard
guys.
crash.
24 the wall over here.
Turn 4.
Up high there.
He just, I think he blew a right front tire. It looked like it just.
Yeah, man. Thought it's going to be harder than that.
When you're in Vegas, you come to gamble. Now look at Tony Stewart. 2 tires gains him 14 positions, head of the class. Ready for the restart, green flag. Tony Stewart, Montoya, Edwards, Truex, and Earnhardt. Here comes the leader. Tony Stewart is coming to pit road, and everyone should soon follow. Dick.
And Tony Stewart is going to take 4 tires on this pit stop. He's run 1 races across the street on the dirt track. He's 1 down the street in the little pavement track. This could be his best chance to win on the big track here in Las Vegas.
99 of Carl Edwards, they wanted him to pit last time by. They told him to keep an eye on his fuel pressure gauge. They're going to go off Bob Osborne's call. Right side tires, 1 can of fuel. Krista.
You can feel the energy in the pit of Marcus Ambrose as Todd Parrott gives him directions. He said pit close to the wall, not too close. We're only coming in for rights.
And Juan Pablo Montoya is in for his final stop. 1 can of fuel, right side tires. They're going to go on the jack, and he's away.
Now that it has cycled through, this is our leader here, Carl Edwards, with 23 laps to go. He's got about a 1.5 second lead on Tony Stewart in the 14 car that's back in 3rd.
Second place to Tony Stewart. He passes Montoya. He has 1.7 seconds separating himself from Carl Edwards, but only 5 laps to go.
White flag in the air.
Smooth, bud. Nice and smooth, man.
She's a race now, Larry.
Stewart, after that good strategy call, can get only so close to Carl Edwards. Round turn 3 and into 4. Stewart packed it in there, but Carl Edwards.
That's the first one of the season.
Carl Edwards gives Ford its 4th win in the last 5 races.
Great work, fellas.
Edwards wins the Kobalt Tools 400.
Explain to me how we lost this race today when we get done here.
But here comes Carl.
It's unreal, man. You know, you're a kid, you think, boy, how cool would it be to go to Vegas, you know, fly a bunch of women there in your private plane, race cars. And I did it. I brought my mom, my mother-in-law, my daughter, and me, and we came here and we raced and we did it, and I'm having a blast. I got to thank the Air Force, the Thunderbirds. They let me fly with them on Thursday, and this trophy is going over there in their hangar. They taught me a lot about discipline and about believing in what you do.
And leave it there to say 5 because I think it's pretty bad out here all around. Roger. A2's coming in for the northeast.